Hi, okay, in this video we're going to have a quick look at press releases and where to submit them. Okay, again, this is something that's relatively easy to do, apart from potentially actually getting the press release itself written. Now that's something that I wouldn't actually advise writing yourself unless you know how to, or you have experience or had some training on it. Because it needs to be done in a certain way. Now I have covered a bit of that in the traffic action plan, including how to write your press release, so you can give it a go yourself, but I tend to actually get them written for me simply because I know that they're actually going to be done in the right format. I'm not an expert at writing press releases, so I just get someone to write them for me. There is, again, in the traffic action guide, there is a link where you can get people to do that for you. Or you can probably also get them done on Fiverr.com. I don't know whether they'll be as high quality on Fiverr. I recommend the article writing service that we use, but you can also try Fiverr. Okay. Once you've got your press release written for you, or you've written it yourself, you'll have something that looks like this, where you've got the sort of standard press release format, and you've got your contact details, things like that at the bottom. Okay, and then all you need to do is find the relevant sites that you want to submit your press release to. Now you can probably again find someone to do that for you on Fiverr. If you do, just check to make sure you get a list of which sites they've submitted your press release to, so that if they miss any of the important ones off the list that we've got here in the traffic action guide, you can actually go back and do those yourself manually if you want to. Okay. However, the one thing I'd recommend is actually using the WebWire service. It's just under $20 and it is very professional. It's a very good service. That's what I normally use and it gets good results. If you want to do it manually, in the traffic action guide there will be a list of a whole bunch of press release sites that you can actually use yourself and do a manual press release submission yourself, so it's actually saving you the money of someone else doing it for you, but obviously costing you the time of doing it. Okay, so basically it's a similar sort of thing as submitting an article. You go to the relevant site, you sign up or log in and sign up and create a profile on that site, and then simply follow through their submission process. Now the example I'm actually going to use is, rather than one of these here, we've got free press release, we've got free press release service. These are all obviously free. PR Web, I believe that's free, but it has to be a really good press release to get through on PR Web. They're like the big boys, and it has to be really professional. As I said, what I'm actually going to do is use WebWire. And I've signed up for WebWire. I've already got an account with them, and I'm going to use a standard news release distribution option here, which is $19.95. Okay, so let's actually have a look at that. Okay, so here I am in my WebWire account, and I've just clicked on submit a release and gone through and filled in the information I've got from my press release that I've had written for me. Now, one of the great things about this is it does have some guidelines here. When you hover over a particular field, it will actually give you some tips and guidelines. Okay, so it makes it very self-explanatory as you're going through. It's step 1 of 8, and all I need to do is go through and pop in all the different bits of information into the relevant fields all the way through. This doesn't allow live HTML text links in the body of the document itself, so don't include them. Put your name, contact name, company title, the company name or website name. Obviously that's a fake telephone number I've got in there at the moment. I'll replace that with my real one before I actually click on submit. An email address, any additional links such as your Facebook page or your Twitter account URL, or any freebie squeeze pages that you have for freebies to get people to sign up to your list, things like that. So at least get 1 or 2 extra related links in there if you can. And then at the bottom, get in your keywords. Okay, you've got them in the press release itself, in the title, in the body, etc. But they're giving you the opportunity to get the keywords in here again. So make sure you put them in there. Now I'm going to quickly click on pause on this video while I go and replace that telephone number with my real one and click on continue. Okay, so once you've hit submit, it brings it back up so you get the chance to check it. Keep an eye on this and make sure you keep, or the document does actually keep the formatting, the line breaks and spaces and things like that. If you need to, feel free to click on edit and go back and change it, because sometimes I have actually lost the line breaks in the document itself, and I've had to go back and just update it. In fact, I probably want to here just to change that contact bit there. So I'm going to pause while I actually go back and edit that. Okay, so basically all I did was click on edit, went back and hit return after this URL here so that my media contact line appears on a separate line. So it is very quick and easy to go back and edit. So if you need to make any changes, once you've done that, if you're happy it's okay, click on continue to go through to the next stage. And this is basically just choosing the right topic or category to put your press release in. So again, I'm going to hit pause while I go through these and find the correct one or the best one that I can, the best match for my blog. Okay, it says here that you can actually choose up to 5 industries or categories for your particular press release. Don't force it. I've actually only gone for 4. I could probably actually cut that down to 3 if I wanted to. Make sure that they are specific or as closely specific as you can get. There's no point in choosing extra ones just to fill up the 5 when they're not actually relevant categories. Okay, so don't worry about that. Okay, let's click on continue and go to the next page. And this is basically just choosing the level of distribution that you want. I'm going for the simple basic distribution. You shouldn't ever really need anything more than that unless you're doing some big launch that you want to really get out there or something. So I'll just go with that, and again go through to the next page. And here you get the option of whether you want immediate distribution or whether you want to delay it for a specific date. Now this can be useful if you are doing a launch or something like that and want to aim your press release for the day of or a couple of days before your launch and you're just getting everything in place beforehand. Okay, but generally most of the time you'll just go with distribute this immediately. And again we then get to continue to the next page, which is the shopping cart itself. Again, I'm going to pause while I go through the payment procedure so that I'm not showing you all my credit card details, etc. And I'll come back once I've completed that. Okay, so I've now completed the payment process and I can return to my home page, and we'll simply have a note there saying that this is a submission pending editorial review by the staff. Okay, so obviously I'll get a notification of that via email when it is approved or if there's any problems with it. And it's as simple as that. So basically, press releases can be really, really powerful. The quality of the backlinks that you can get from them is really good because they are authority sites that Google actually really trusts and likes. So there are some backlinks that are really worth spending a bit of time and money to get them because you will get higher rankings through them. I really, really do reckon it's worth using a service like WebWire, but you can obviously go through the process of doing the submissions yourself. If you don't have the cash, spend the time and go through that list in the traffic action plan and get them done. But I really highly recommend that you do press releases because it can be extremely powerful. Okay, I hope you found this video useful, and please feel free to move on to the next training video.